welcome back again. Today we're gonna stream a little bit of News Tower again. This is Robert,
Hello.
one of the programmers, and I'm Jan Maarten. And today we want to at least show the new update that's coming tomorrow. That's all about employees traits, prestige. But since we didn't do a stream for quite a while, we're also gonna do a quick overview of the game and show you some features of the last update, like the image chain. Let's go and play the game.
Yeah.
And thanks that you're all here.
Yeah. So we have a few things in store for you guys, like Jan Maarten said.
The music is a bit too loud.
Oh.
I hear from the scene, and the voices can be a bit louder.
All right.
Is it better now?
Hello, hello.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Let's check it out. So we go.
Yeah, we'll go in.
Yes. So one thing you can already tell is that loading a game is already a lot faster. So we've spent a little bit of time with optimization. So yeah, here we are. So this game has been in progress for a little bit. What's different from the last stream we did is we don't really want to go in depth with like showing you how the game works and all those things. We can give you a brief overview. Like this is a newspaper simulator game, for in case you guys don't know what it is. You build your own newspaper company, so and there are certain steps you have to complete in order to make the news. So just a quick refresher. This is where it actually all begins, and these are telegraphers, and these are responsible for actually getting the news. Like they listen for rumors and they actually find things to do, and they will appear right here on the globe. There's a really big icon here. So this is where you can find all the news that they find, and using these news items you can do all sorts of things, and you get these tags, and these tags will help you to get better sales, and we'll explain that later.
Yeah,
or not. Depends.
Yep. We'll try to see where what we can show today.
We really intend to show show more of the new stuff. So we'll probably go fast through all of this. So these are my reporters. So I can just assign someone, and if you are already looking carefully, you can already see that they have some new things. Traits is one of the things that we want to show you guys. So it makes more sense to assign certain employees now for certain news, depending on what they can do. Maybe you can talk about it.
Yeah, I can explain it a bit. The pentagon-shaped ones are personality traits.
Yeah.
And personality traits, most employees come with when you hire them. You can show on the hire menu maybe also.
Definitely.
There's different ones. So there's reporter types, there's production types, utility types, but the personality ones can also be overarching, working for everybody. So they can be about that you can better go against loud noises, or you're making less trash, or you're extra strong. In this case, which is very handy if you have a resupply, because you can now carry extra.
A guy like this is really good for resupply.
Yeah, exactly. Going through the game, we will show a bit of those traits, and later on we have a more advanced game. I will also show the learnable traits. So maybe not linger too much. Oh, we're getting an injury likely. Yeah.
Oh boy.
2 days in the hospital. Okay, so you need an extra one.
Poor Lois, so I'll just go with Christopher then. So this is the way you get news. It's quite. It looks simple now, but it can be quite complex news items with all kinds of things, like you already saw, like the risks and stuff.
And then you go to the typesetting and the process. So you need to process the item through the tower. And we have quite an advanced setup already. Usually you only start with one typesetter, one assembly table, these ones here at the bottom. But the reporters come in and bring it here. We already did this process here. because we're at the end of the week, maybe we can just go to the printing phase in this case.
Yes. Yeah, so we are already out of time, so you have to print every Sunday. So unfortunately we can't see the motion until we print, so let's just print this pre-configured newspaper we've already built a little bit.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are probably already familiar with this. Like, and this is where the tags will shine. So you have to make like combinations of tags to get the most sales. That's the basic principle. And some articles, spots will have like a multipliers. And as you will see when perception starts playing a role, there will be more involvement here, and we will explain that later. So let's just print now.
Go. So every week you go to this recap. You see how much you sold. In this case we sold quite a lot, 150.
Yeah, it's gone up a lot because we tweaked it a little bit, and the newspaper prices are a little bit more in line.
As you can see, the price is now 4 cents instead of 15 cents, which is more in line with the time appropriate pricing, and that we always have to balance, of course, with more sales. But in the end, should be quite where it was before. That did take a lot of tweaking. That's an ad screen. We'll talk about it later on when we have an ad.
Yeah.
Just go to web. As you can see, we already unlocked some stuff. One of the new things we have is the schools on either side. So the St. Paul School, and on the other side it's this one, St. Elizabeth College. Here you have trades that you can learn. We didn't unlock that one yet, so let's go to the district.
Yes, let's start moving to this one. Yeah.
So we can unlock that.
So to get here, we need to get this node first. So let's go for it. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's a more advanced district, so it has quite some requirements. We can also take a quest either from the mayor or the mafia.
Yeah. We can show them. It's not really necessary for this playthrough, I suppose, but.
And I
think
also
just skip this, right?
In the next update, yeah, sure, let's skip it. In the next update, this will be one of the things that we'll look at the questing system. We want to get that more worked out, more flavorful, more choices matter, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Okay, so what unlocks now is the perception system, and the perception system is something we brought in last update, and we quite advanced on now. Perception is what readers think of your newspaper, and that's what the guy in the newsstand is telling here. And you have 3 sides that you can go for. You have informational, moderate in the middle, and on the left side, right side, I said it wrong lightly.
Yep.
Okay, so the left side is informational, the middle side is moderate, and the right side is sensational. And we really wanted to give the player a sense of that you're a type of newspaper, and that gameplay matters. That's still an ongoing process, but we did bring in some updates that so let's go through and let's show it a bit.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so she just basically explained what we just told you guys. So this is also important detail. Look out for the arrows. And we'll see that after this. Have a great week, thank you. So let's go to the printer, because there we now have something unlocked, which we didn't have before, which is this. And here you can see all 3 sides, like Jan Martin explained, like informational, moderate, and sensational. And this is your perception, in a sense. So what you will now also notice is that these slots will now have arrows attached to them, as well as the articles themselves. They also have like arrows. So now
not all of them.
Not all of them. True. So now it becomes a game of how can I position myself for my readers while also getting the most sales. And as you will later see, this will also have a lot of play with the monthly events, which is also part of the new update, which we will also showcase, and then it will make more sense as to how you will approach perception. Yeah. But for now, let's take a look. So we got Hempstead here. So this is actually just the general flow of things. So you want to get all these tags in order for us to get the
The
district unlock. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need the full range of tags to get the district
True.
unlocked.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you do, you get extra influence points, and you don't need to go back there in a later print. So you want to do this as good as possible. Usually you look at the tags, in which kind of categories you see them, and then you want to specify, that's what Robert did on the globe, which news the telegraphers are looking
Exactly,
for.
yeah. I can prioritize certain things that I can look for.
So let's skip the time a bit so that we can find those news items.
Yeah, so our telegraphers are already hard at work trying to find news. Yeah, we can fast forward the time here or just use the short key, of course.
Yeah, I think you can push quite a lot because this will be a bit of slow. As you can see here in this news item, only the last story file has a direction attached, and usually that comes from the tag. So in this case it's the fame tag, which is a bit a celebrity tag that's more sensational news in this case. So that will make, if you will print this item, that will move you to the right side. So goddamn, left, right, that's not my thing.
Let's see, okay, let's put you here, and let's see, we have more experience on unused skills, okay.
Yeah.
So this is, we can do both of these at the same time for this one, so we can just leave it hanging.
I should just run through it a bit in fast mode and just get news items and get to the print mode. Okay.
Definitely.
So yeah, if there's any questions, I can answer them. So if anyone has a question, one of the things that we wanted to do with the trades, which sadly in this save we don't really do yet. For example, you can see here this makes him work faster. But there's a trade, for example, that's as a coordinator, then the next file in line will open. So you can skip through news items faster. You can do one and then you can do the next one already. There's ones where you get quality to it. Quality is a new thing that we introduce in this perception system and with the trades, and that is that you that's more attached to informational. So if you go the more informational route, it may take more time, but you can generate quality on news items. You can get quality reporting. Later on, sensational will have its own feature, and moderate also. That's something that we're still developing, but in this one we introduced the quality one already. Yeah.
These are all, this is breaking news. The game already had this. I'm not doing this because it requires a lot of reporters. And it basically multiplies a certain tag, like the value of certain tags.
Bobby
so it's
Jones,
not really,
he's
yeah, but for this showcase, it's not really,
who's gonna retire. So usually that's big news that you want to do because it's extra, it gives hot topics. But in this case, it takes too much resources.
Yeah, so I'm still looking for one.
Which one are you looking for? For the okay, yeah. I think you should have taken a few extra just to show the perception element of the game.
Yeah, certainly.
So,
but it's fine. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay, these have nothing. Look, this is the one that I've been looking for.
Yes.
We can still probably do this one, and it has the unveiling and it has perception influence. So I think this is pretty good. So I'm just gonna see how we will get this done. And then we can
go to the file, the blue one.
Oh yeah, but it's not going to be finished, I think.
No, maybe you can skip this one indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's finished.
It's totally fine. What is this? The developer does not play perfectly. What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
One of the things that I think lots of players miss out on is the ad system, and it's already in the game. But if you put combinations of lots of the same category in your newspaper, you get these ad deals, which can be very nice. In this case, I don't know, yeah, if we put Tree Society in our newspaper, we will unlock an ad for next, so we should definitely also do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have...
yeah. So I put this article with a right arrow in, and as you can see, we started moving. So let's see, maybe we can combo this a little bit. It's not really easy to see. Then maybe the society, right? Oh, it's better to have. Okay. Oh, we also move to the middle again. So maybe it's interesting to go to sensational, maybe a little bit to sensational. Let's see. We still have a spot here. And because some slots don't have the arrows, if you put an article in with an arrow, it does not count. So you can have some control over how much you move.
It's the front page and it's the big spots on your newspaper.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's the top stories in a sense. And this really adds this sense of, it gives you more choices because you maybe want to get this item doubled on the top spot. For more sales, but then it moves you in a direction that you don't really want. So that's one of the challenges of the new system. Okay, so here in the recap you see the perception and subscriber system. This already was in since last update. So okay, we printed now a tiny bit to the right of the middle. We're still moderate. All the subscribers that we got from the district are dropped there. So if we want to make them loyal, they want to have the same newspaper, right? Because they subscribe to this kind of newspaper. So we can make them loyal if we come back to this spot next sprint run. So that was in the game and was one of the core systems of the perception system, but now we added this layer of what we call the calendar.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yeah, you can explain it.
Yeah, so what this, the goal of the monthly calendar is to provide you with monthly events. And you can already see them here. They're all lined up over the entire year. So we're now in January for next year, or at least this is the coming up, so this is what will be when we enter the new week, because then we start in January. So as you can see, there are both like events that you could consider like positive, but also negative. Excuse me. So, for example, this one here already unlocks something really shiny, which is traits. And these traits are a little bit different than the ones you've seen before, because these are trainable. And we will show that in a little bit. But you also have to make sure to avoid these, because these can be quite annoying for you and your newspaper. Like for example, mobsters can come to your building and all those.
This is a boycott, so all ads that you would have then would be in a boycott, so you can print them.
Yep.
This calendar is a way to give extra incentive to be a certain type of newspaper, go a certain type of direction, and also change a bit. Of course, this system is now quite simple in the sense that it's just rewards and unlocks. We want to also connect this to events. So maybe if you go to the back a little bit. Events, like what you can unlock here would be that you get this in-depth news item that only spawns when you are this type of newspaper. Or it could be that from Sensationalist this particular celebrity would come by to your tower.
Yeah.
Or
we can do really fun stuff with this. We can and it's especially powerful if we can put it like on a certain side only, right? That's the power of.
We want this calendar for you to feel, for example, if you would go to the month that the Olympics would be, that something would trigger for sport, but only in sensation or informational. You can be that type of newspaper.
Yeah. But that specifically is still a work in progress, and we're still looking at the best way to approach it. But yeah, as always, humble beginnings, so we'll get there eventually. So
yes. As you can see now, here we unlocked some ads. So ads, this feature was already in, but it's good to explain. If you have at least 3 of the same categories, you will unlock that type of ad. If you have more than that, then you will, if you have 8, you will unlock the very special one and get the graphic ad version.
And those ads may require, like for example, an illustrator to be assigned on the ad to get the most out of the ad.
They are very lucrative.
Exactly.
But they also require for you to be a bit more specified in a category. Those blue things are, by the way, the combos.
The combos you make in a newspaper, with those tags.
So you can cheat a bit with. It feels like you have more of the category if you have.
Okay, moving on. Well, we are familiar with this, so I'm just going to skip this. We have a few new levels. not really playing any role yet. We'll come to that. All right, so
let's open up some new trainable traits, right?
yeah, definitely. A day not learned is a day not lived. I hear you, man. Okay, so we have a few here.
Yeah.
So we also have different categories of traits, well, you could say quality or something.
Yeah.
Bronze, silver, gold. So yeah, they both reflect rarity as well as usability. So I think it's pretty straightforward how that works.
Yeah, you can show here, for example, the information. These are quite simple ones. You have a faster reporting on specific categories. Yeah. So you can a reporter can be specialized in a certain news category.
Exactly. Yeah.
And here it's more, more all round. So this one, the top one, is quite cool. Here you can change news items. Sorry, do I see it well?
Yeah, you skew story file perception to informational.
Yeah, but it takes longer. So you can change an item that usually would say you're a sensationalist. If you do this item, can be changed to informational, but it costs extra time.
Yeah, but we don't want to do this because we want to be a little bit sensational.
But you can buy at least a few, right? So
we can definitely buy both of these actually. I think I'm pretty interested in.
They are
these,
quite
right?
hefty in price.
They are. Maybe we could just buy one.
Let's do the crime one.
Yeah.
I think it's cool to have one looking like Sherlock, right?
Yeah. No, it's
all right.
fine. Yeah.
And let's go for the image chain, right?
Ooh.
Let's. One of the things that we added in an earlier update was the image chain. We didn't show that yet in the stream, so we want to elaborate also a tiny bit on that.
Yeah. But
so
maybe it's better to do this after this. After we have done the traits a little bit.
Yeah, but you're not in the traits are not going to be unlocked after a certain date, right? So you can buy them now, but you cannot train them.
You can trade them. You can trade them right away.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you said March, right?
No,
okay.
That's something else.
Oh, there was sorry. I got mixed up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, we can always look at this next week or something.
We can also buy them later. But let's get some districts. Just pick one. It doesn't really matter for this.
Let's go simple.
Yes.
I like simple.
Let's get a quest. This one is cool because you get extra influence, extra money, and it isn't very hard to do.
Yeah, just censorship. Let's go. So let's see. So our priorities are pretty straightforward. This is like so. So also on the print board now we can also see the entire event calendar here in case you want to check what's coming up or what you're doing. And there's also one more important detail that we skimmed over or didn't even touch on at all, now that I think about it, is this nifty slider up here. If I just collapse this, this is the newspaper price slider, and it actually unlocks together with the perception. And as you can see, if I move the price, it also affects like the radius of the events that you might grab. So if you have like a whole line of negative effects with maybe a few spaces in between, sorry. Oh.
Don't die, was it now?
It's close. So if I set myself to gain a lot of money on my newspaper print, there's both an upside and a downside to this, as you will see, because the downside here is that your radius on the perception also decreases. So as you can see, the subscribers I've gotten last week are now outside of the green field, which means we cannot convert them this time loyal if we print now. But the upside is this is if we had a lot of negative effects here and this was the only clear space, we could like navigate between the negative effects without grabbing them. So it's really a trade-off, like what you want to do.
Yeah, you should see it in the sense of, okay, you can get loyal subscribers more easily if you have a lower price. If you're really high price and you're not exactly what they want, they're like, no, not worth my money. So it's works a bit like that.
Yep.
So if anyone has questions on
yes,
calendar or
please
whatever,
ask.
please ask. We can elaborate on anything. Okay, so just do quick playthrough.
Yeah, I see that my printer is broken, so that's...
Yeah, that's good to mention, by the way. We have this build already running on a community branch currently, so you can play it right away if you want to. Tomorrow is going to be the default release, the actual release of the update. But I want to thank everybody who did join the community test version before, because we used data, we used your feedback to get this built as best as possible. We're still going through the data and still going through it, so it will likely get a patch after this. But what really works is for us is that things like paper customized prices, stuff like that, we could really balance way better because of your help. So that's super awesome, and thank you. Okay, it's cool. I saw a golden trade there. That's maybe funny to show.
Yeah. I'm a little bit sad because last week I saw a reporter with the natural coordinator trait and I didn't grab it, which is very good.
Yeah.
But it's totally fine.
Grabbed it.
Should have grabbed it, yeah, indeed. Okay, so this also nudges us to sensational, which is very good. And yeah, this is a path choice, so you can only do one or the other. And there's also one more thing we can do now, and we can immediately actually train the traits.
Yeah. So this extra menu that came into the game with this update. That's the trade training menu. Here you can assign employees to these trades, and it's a bit like the news item. So you drag your employee from the right side, and then you drop it on the folder. There are specific requirements. So this one can only be on a reporter that has the crime scale. So let's do that. Choose one.
Yes, and this is also, you can see the difference here. These are indeed the personal traits, like
Pentagon shape.
Pentagon shape, and this is cogwheel shape.
Yeah, so that's the trained one.
So which one do you want to do?
Let's do Bill.
Bill?
Yeah,
let's put Bill on the crime specialist. As you can see, it appeared here now as a second trait, but it takes some time to train him, 4 days to be exact.
Yeah.
Which is quite a while, but it's also a silver trait, so yeah, it's...
that depends. So gold ones take more time than bronze and silver ones, and these employees you cannot use for that time. So it is a bit of a commitment, but in lots of cases that will pay you back definitely, because that trait will be on there until you override it. So you can put a guy that has a trainable trait on a new trait, and then you will override the old one. So you're not fixed to something, but know that the ones that you trained before will be lost after that. So that is also not a unlimited supply of traits here. So you need to be wise about those. So that's also why it's interesting. You can go to the map again for now, and you can still look. For example, you can buy one of the bronze ones just for the fun. Let's do the top one because it's interesting.
I would say this one.
Right? Yeah, that's also cool. But the other one is doing something with perception, right? So that's also
that's true.
Just buy them both. Why not?
Yeah.
We got lots of money.
Well, not infinite money.
Yeah, sure. Conservative player here. So you can also train this one, I think.
Yeah, and this is also interesting because it supports multiple kinds of skills. In this case, all the reporter skills. So we can, do whatever.
Yeah, and it's not only reporter traits, by the way. Reporter traits are, of course, the most interesting ones because, there you can really affect the news most. But there's traits for resupply and production.
Exactly, yep. We also have the ads, of course, that we got.
Somebody said, I really like the community branch and it was awesome, minus the paper consumption. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, we've tweaked that back down because it's something we overlooked.
Yeah,
it was quite expensive.
What we did was we changed the price of the newspaper, right? So we upped the sales, but the sales also demand how much paper you need for the printing. So if you got high sales at the beginning, you had to get insane amounts of paper. And we did think of, let's change then the penalty for printing if you don't have enough paper. But we kind of forgot that it was so much more paper that it quite severely affected the amount of money you had at the beginning. So we tweaked that and should be way better now. So everybody can play more with more fun starting tomorrow. Oh yeah, these are ads, by the way. So this is a bit like news, but these are sales persons, and these things are bringing in quite a lot of money. So for all players who kind of think like ads, you didn't do them yet, I think you should do them because they are interesting and bringing quite a lot of money.
They do. And I screwed myself, I think.
What is it?
I don't have a lot to print, but it's not really.
Oh, you're
that
gonna
much
move into
problem.
the. You can set the price low so that you don't hit that negative effect on it.
Huh?
Yeah, because you got two moving to the right side.
Oh, like that. Yeah, exactly. Well, we could also do this, and I think I'm gonna lose my arrow like this.
Yeah, that's true. You could do that. As you can see, there's an editor in the game, but you can definitely edit yourself also. You can remove parts of the news items and not get that perception movement, or you can lose a certain tag you didn't want for your quest or something.
This is a shame though.
What traits do you believe changes the game the most? I think the coordinator.
The coordinator, very much so, yeah.
Yeah, the coordinator. It's sad we don't have it now. We can maybe look for it by searching for some extra reporters.
Yeah.
And then what it does is that if you go to a news item, you put them on the first story file, the other one connected to it opens up automatically, so that speeds up the whole process extremely. And stuff like that. There's also a timekeeper who you put on the news item, and all other items have their time, reporting time lowered. There's quite a lot, and we have plans of many more, of course. The quality one is also interesting. So usually you trade in, they take more time on reporting, but they give a quality to the item.
Exactly. Yep.
And quality is now just extra sales, but this will later on also be in effect that informational. If you're informational, they really like quality, so that element will be more interesting later on. Hope that answers it a bit. Sorry if it didn't. Right, yeah.
These are done. So now I have employees with 2 trades.
You still you do need the paper to be supplied a bit, so you can order some. But
how many resuppliers do I actually have? 2?
You have 2, yeah. Which is sufficient, but you still have to order it. One of the things that got added also earlier, it was in a smaller update, was the auto management of ordering. These things can be unlocked on the map. There's one for paper, there's one for coal, and there's one for food. And this, if you have that, you can check it in the drop down, and then the game will automatically order paper when it's needed.
Exactly.
That definitely helps.
Okay, I'm gonna speed through a little bit faster.
Yeah. Will the text you mentioned before, like stocks and weather? Okay. So this is about the passive desk. That is not in this update. We used to have that on the planning, but we just couldn't fit it in. I made the desks visually, but they will be implemented in the first small update. And yeah, we hope that will come as soon as possible, likely in a month or something.
Yeah. And
what those desks do is that passive desk, like a weather report or obituary, so the people who died that week, there's a desk that makes an item automatically that week. You don't need to put them on the globe. It is a desk where you put a reporter on, and it will just generate a news item, and every category has one. So there's legislative reports for the political side, there is horoscope for the entertainment side, and those desks look really cool. So yes, they are coming. Oh, somebody said that he can't hear me. But
Uh-oh.
is it better now? Maybe I'm sitting too far away. I don't want to mess with the mic. Okay. So we will play a bit of this, and then we will change. I will go and sit there, and we have a more advanced game where we have all the traits unlocked. Because we have traits, of course, but one of the other things is that it prestige. And that is when an employee levels to the max level, base level, so you can buff them higher, but the base level is 5. They will unlock the prestige system, which is a sort of a requirement like comfort. They want their environment to be more prestigious, but it's not a negative requirement in the sense from that you need to abide to have them work properly. It's more like an extra buff layer. So it's like an extra shield of prestige that that makes the pool of concentration higher, and it's like a passive buff to their task speed.
This is insane. Because of this this trait, crime specialists don't take 6 hours.
Yeah. So there's, I think what traits really do in this game is that there's this extra layer to the news items, and definitely later in the game when you have all sort of traits, you can really figure out which is the best arrangement to get your news out way faster. So you had it muted, no problem.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me. Yeah, you will get more pages when we in next, not this update, but next update, when those passive desks come in, we'll definitely add a newspaper page. And yeah, we're still thinking about. We see some players having lots of extra news items. So I think technically lots of players can still already get an extra page and be very happy with that. But yeah, the problem is with extra pages that, yeah, definitely for the newer players, slowest players, you will have so much room to fill. But with the passive desk, passive items coming in, that's easier to do. So yeah, yes. Okay, so we triggered a hot topic, politics.
Oh yeah.
So all the politics topics are now on fire.
Yeah, I don't think I can
change the perception.
This one it's gonna be one day 21 hours. Not gonna make it, so that's okay. I don't really need this one actually. No. Alright.
Yeah, the updated roadmap will come soon. I don't know the exact day, hopefully tomorrow, but I cannot say for sure. But we did discuss it within the team and with the publisher, and we have quite some extra things. Yeah, we can talk a bit about it later on. Level 3 ads, yeah, everything in the game is in flux, right? So nothing is set in stone. If we think we can improve upon it, yeah, what would a level 3 ad look like? We don't know. What we do know is that ads with more visual elements to them look way cooler in your newspaper. So we might add a layer where the ad itself, the shape is now just a black box, can be added. Maybe that could be something. Yeah. Will there be more types of ads? Yeah, there's now for every category one. I think if we would add more, then maybe, yeah, I don't know. Do we really need to? Maybe if we add
more ads for one category. Is that the question?
Oh, is the question more ads in one category, or do you mean more types of ads, right? So not within those 6 categories. The private hell. Can you specify what you mean? But what I can say is that ads is also something that we're gonna add to the calendar, right? We're gonna create an event where you can trigger special ads. So yeah, maybe in a sense there is gonna be an extra type of ad, a very special one, which you can only activate on the calendar map. which is not
Definitely,
maybe that's not even related to category. It's more like how do you in a game where it's all types in one. It's like a Joker.
Oh yeah. Jack of all trades.
Jack
Joker.
of all trades. Yeah, exactly. So that way it can be a very special ad that can be comboed with everything, and it's very elusive to unlock in the category. Yeah. So in the categories we don't have extra ones planned now because we stick to the 6 categories. With the passive dash, they are also connected to the 6 categories. The ads are connected to that. Maybe we might add an extra category later on, but I don't know. One of the things that we thought about, for example, would be later on in the full release that we would have go into the war years. That the war news itself could be a category.
Definitely.
Then, but yeah, maybe it's weird to connect ads to a war thing, but it could be something like "We need you in the army" or something like that.
Could be interesting.
It could be interesting.
Definitely be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's time to show the. Yeah, we didn't do the image chain, by the way. You want to do that?
Maybe if I can do this one quickly now, because now we have a chance to get traits here.
Yeah, sure. Let's do the image chain now in this week then.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So one thing I can do here, there are no negative effects, and these are just close enough together that I can just do this and get both of them. It's a little, it's all tactical play, of course.
Make that puzzle, I think.
And so you only, I've seen someone stream the community updates, and they didn't realize that you also get like the events even if you have only partial overlap. So you thought that you have to be fully overlapping, but it's if you just partially overlap, you can also get it. So
all right, let's order some paper and let's build the image chain. We can go to the map and buy the stuff, right? We have still a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Prestige. We have 43 influence points.
This one,
yeah. So let's get this. Boom.
Yes. All right, so we will build the image chain. That's one of the things we added in an earlier update, which brings the image to the newspaper, right? In this case, the photography. There's also illustration, which helps with the ads, and there's also the cartographer, which makes maps. And they all have their own visuals that, once you print them and put them in the newspaper, they show visually, which is cool. And that's also a thing I want to mention with the passive dash. So they also come with their own visuals, which is cool. I love the salesperson to be able to build up classified want ads when otherwise idle. That is a good point, yeah. One of the things in the game now is, for example, reporters, but there's also other jobs, and definitely also the ad one. Once they are doing nothing, they are idling, and you only when you put them on things. One of the things that we want to do is trades that can do that. So there would be, for example, a trade with a reporter that would say that once idling, he's preparing for a news item. So it will not generate a news item, but once you put it on a news item, it would be almost done immediately. With the ad, we could definitely do something that maybe they can generate a super cheap ad themselves. All open, so definitely a cool idea, but it's not in the game yet. As there is one ad under economics which you need an illustrator, which ad society tag, which I found really interesting. Will there be more of these kinds of ads? Is there is one ad under economics which you need an illustrator, which ad society tags? Oh, I mean, okay, yeah, there's different. You mean within the ad item itself? Yeah, we will definitely have different kinds. They are quite simple now in the sense that these better tiered ones are only add an extra illustrator. But oh no, there's also ones which require a photographer. But that's what you meant with different types. Yeah, we definitely want to have different versions of that.
So this is very interesting because the darkroom by itself is very smelly.
Because of the chemicals.
And I also have an employee here that works 35% faster but has low personal hygiene and smells as well, so we can counter both of those actually.
Yeah.
So we have ooh, a lot of smell to counter actually. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, put some fans down, maybe tiles will also help. Yeah.
All for the good of the
But we
smell.
don't have that much time. We thought about streaming for an hour, so maybe
Oh yeah,
run
sure.
a bit.
Yeah. Let's just go. So the repro camera also shares this one, by the way, for buffs.
Yeah. One of the things that is interesting, and we're still balance-wise looking to get better. The image chain, especially the photographer one, is longer because you not only add the photo processor and the chemical engraver, but you also add this development path, right? So the photo comes in, needs to be developed. So it takes quite a lot of time. And one of the community testers pointed out, or maybe more even, pointed out that lots of those photographs are further in the news items, right? They usually are a bit at the end, so it's very hard to get them through. And that's also something that we are looking into, to maybe put them a bit to the front, and also add extra traits which really speed up this process of that chain. So more production, image production related traits, so that you can, when you have everything set up right, yeah, can have a better running production, which gets things done in time. Oh, development button needs to be blue, right? Or a red light.
You're totally right.
Needs to be in the darkness, because if it's in the light, it won't develop well.
Okay. Let's take a look if we can quickly get some photographs.
Yeah, I think it's...
I'm just going to totally disregard my district, probably. Trying to hunt this down. Oh.
Which is okay, I guess. I think the first week when you place it, it can.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah.
But, okay, I think it's best now to
Let's just
let's
swap.
change, and then I can show you a bit of the prestige.
I'll give you one article.
I got one question, so you can play a little bit. During the beta, there was an ad that gave you influence points, but was removed later on. Will ads give other things than money in later updates? Yes. One of the things we want to add, like we said, was the special ad that you can get through the calendar event, and those might give influence, or might give even cooler stuff. You never know.
Yeah, all kinds of goodies.
Okay, so let's change. No. Okay. All right. So yeah, Robert, you can look at the question if there are.
Yes,
And
definitely.
okay, this is the same tower, but we cheated a bit. I have a lot of minus money, so don't look at what I do.
No, fortunately, you cannot see the keyboard, so.
Oh, I got money because I'm such a good player. But what I wanted to show here is, oh, we didn't unlock the prestige. That's stupid.
Well, we could also, you know, cheat that.
Yeah, let's do that. Which one was it? Again?
Don't look at my hands. Don't look at my hands.
Oh yes,
there you go.
nice. You got magic hands. Okay, so I unlocked this building. I can get some cool trades. I'm just gonna buy some extra ones. Why not, right? Yes, we got them all. Okay, let's get this. Sure. Oh, that's already selected. That's cool. Let's get this class already selected. Okay. Let's go. All right. So as you can see, these employees leveled. So they are now max level, right? They have level 5.
Max natural level.
Max natural level, I should say, yeah, indeed, because you can always also buff them by 5. But what this does is that it is now a senior level employee, which also affects certain traits, by the way. But it's not the traits he has now. What it does is it triggers the prestige event, and prestige is an extra bar here, and I can make his environment more prestigious because he's now a very prestigious employee, right? So he demands better things. I have some more. The guy who sits here, of course, he's eating. Bill also full level. So this is easier because I got an empty playing field here, right?
Yeah, and I think you already had like one prestige object. I think.
Yeah. I think so too, but it is a bit annoying.
It's all the way at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
whoa,
a porcelain vase, very nice, right? Now, but there's lots of prestigious items which we will also cheat in, and then we can show you a bit. But what it does is it is this extra view that we have now, the prestigious mode, and so the very low.
You can zoom out a bit.
I can zoom out a bit. As you can see, all the basic items of lots of basic items give, not negative prestige, but low prestige, right? And if it's gold, then it's good prestige. So you want more sweet, and there are wallpapers, there are objects, stuff like that. So you want to get this room up to prestigious. Robert, can you unlock for me all the prestigious items? Do I need to do something for that?
I can do that, but there is also, if you go to the printer, you're about to unlock more of them, right?
Yeah, but then I need to run a whole thing.
I can unlock them for you.
Yeah, maybe that's easier because... Okay, so we didn't fully think this through, as you can see. But
it's totally
makes
fine.
It live.
It's totally fine.
It's all live. All right. We have prestigious items, and we want to make this room more prestigious. So, okay, one of the things, you have the normal fan, right? The big fan, which you can put on the top, which is really cool. But this one doesn't bring prestigious. Oh no. Okay, that's cool. I'll just fix. Okay, this is one of the interesting things, the generator. Okay, because I got over the power limit. Make sure that I have enough. Let's go. Yeah, it's delivered, right? Okay, so back to the prestigious. I want to make this room more prestigious, so this vent isn't prestigious. I'll put that here. I have a more prestigious fan. Let's go. All right. This one is cool. I can put.
Oh, that's a great one.
A marble fireplace, and let's put this one on here, right? Oh yeah, he's standing up. He's like, man, this is very prestigious. I got some cool work. I got American Gothic painting. I think it's really cool. I have those. Also, the other objects that are here, like these, right? I have a prestigious one now, and I have a prestigious fan, and I have this prestigious giant fan with a sort of how do you call it, stained glass flower around it.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not? And you can even make a golden toilet room if you want to. So I can let's
stash
throw
it
away. Yeah, stash it. That's maybe the best way to do it. And just get the fancy gold ones, right?
Ooh,
yeah, this is.
Look at that.
Can be way more prestigious, and of course we don't have all the prestigious items in yet. We also want to make a golden toilet, golden wallpaper, and this gives an extra incentive to extra decorate your tower, which adds this gameplay element to it. Because what you can see now is, for example, that this room is now more prestigious, and this employee has now a bit of blue in the brain. It looks bit here. It generates prestigious, which is, like I said, a bit like a shield, right? So he has a high concentration, and this also passively buffs your production speed. Yeah. So in this case, that's sales. It affects the task that is generated by that person.
Strawberry asks, can you make the paper stacks bigger? I think that you Sorry.
Oh,
I think you mean like the...
here in the drop down.
I think he means the amount of paper in one crate.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And that's also not we can do, but there's also some things like the printer needs lots of paper, but some need a little bit. And if the paper is really high in a unit, then you, for example, almost never have to put paper in the toilet again or other places. So that is something that, is something that we definitely can play with if need be, but it's a DAO we rather not change at the moment.
I'm just gonna very sneakily grab this glass of water here because...
Okay, so I don't know if there's people who want to see specific things.
I don't know. Let us know if you want to see some specific combinations. Ooh, there's a lot of traits.
Yeah, I can see maybe if I get really... Oh, this is natural coordinator. I have 2.
Nice.
I should definitely show. Okay, I will get an extra floor, which I don't have money for. I don't need it because I can use this this room. Okay, let's put this here a bit.
Somebody asks, do you encourage fan art and where could we post fan art? That's interesting.
You mean fan art? No, joking. No, definitely we like fan art. Definitely. We have our own Discord, which can be posted by Beatrice, our publisher, help in the chat, I think. So definitely.
Yeah, and there's also a separate screenshots channel. It's not really dedicated to fan art, but you're welcome to post there as well. Just show us all the good stuff. Or we also have an off-topic channel on the Discord. You can also post it there.
Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to show. Of course, this is not the sports one. This is here we have the natural one. Okay, so this is interesting. Normally I can only do this one, right? But with the natural coordinator, and you also have the coordinator, you can have combinations of things. You can now open up the next file right away, as you see, right? So this really speeds up the process. And there's all kind of funky combinations and trait behavior that you can find in the game. And that's also a part of the new exploration of finding these new combinations, right? Some combinations are really, really good.
Yep, and it's also something that we have to balance a bit over time. Right now, some traits may be enormously overpowered, which is totally fine by us. Just have fun, we can always tweak it later.
Exactly, the idea is to have fun first, right, and then later. If it's totally broken, we can change it. I think, and that's also thanks to the community, we did have a lot of testers who tried all kinds of things, and we didn't. There were some broken parts, but we fixed them. Yeah. And but we will find some new broken parts, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah, it never stops.
So I guess that's it. A bit. I showed you we showed you the new calendar on the perception side. We have the prestige system. I think we forgot some elements, but yeah.
Oh, that's likely.
That's very likely. And we will get a new updated roadmap. The ideas that we have now are still a bit similar to what we have, but we just changed a bit when we're going to do what. For example, the not the combination, what do you call it? The competitor, is going to be shifted to the back a bit because we have still lots of questions around that. What we will do in next update is we have the Punetic system, which we think can be really cool because then you can really control how documents are brought around in your tower. It's a Punetic tube which shoots documents around. It's the in a smaller update you already get the perception desk, which we will add. So the passive desk, except perception.
Perception desk.
Passive desk. Well, that's a word tangle. And we have the new continent. We will open up Europe, so that will be really, really cool. Yeah. And likely around then we'll do a new stream to really show that element of the game.
I'm really curious how people will experience it. There's one more thing that we didn't address. I'd love if paper stack can be upgraded maybe, so it's not too easy but still possible to grind for it. It's an option. We'll have to
Yeah,
discuss it a bit,
I
but,
think
yeah,
we
it could
have those hubs on the map, right? We have one for paper, the paper machine, the mine for the coal and things. So we can definitely add stuff like that, and that's also why we have the Discord. We would love for the community to to share suggestions and
give us your wildest ideas and
yeah. Also, definitely if you
it
play around with it, the trades, and you have a good trade ID, definitely go for it and post it on the Discord. So okay, so this is the stream for now. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow the update will drop, so everybody on the when you play the game, you get that version. You don't need to go to the community server anymore.
Yeah, it's just on the default Steam branch, so you can find it there.
And I hope we explained a bit of what it is about, and see you next time. Thanks
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Do you believe in truth? Do you believe in justice? The News Tower is for you! With News Tower, you get to run your own newspaper. Lead your employees to make today's paper the news of tomorrow. It's not about the power or the wealth. It's about telling the truth and never allowing others to influence your agenda. The truth needs you. The facts need you. The news needs you. Have you got what it takes? Then make the news your story. Join News Tower today.
I have the mayor for you.
Well, good morning, sir. And what story would you like me to tell today? Play now on Steam.